Warning everybody, this video contains spoilers for a few bosses in Hollow Knight. If you don't want to get spoiled, play the game. As of recording, it's on sale, but that doesn't matter when this video goes live. Because this video goes live after Silk Song's release, and all that jazz. Hello everybody, my name is Paul That Boy, and welcome to a new series I decided to make. A series where I like to review games. And this series is going to be called Boy Reviews. In Boy Reviews, well, I'm going to review games, talk about them, have my little autistic rant. And on today's episode, the first episode of Boy Reviews, we're going to have a look at Hollow Knight. Now, the reason why I'm making this review and starting Boy Reviews like this is basically because of Silksong. I really like Hollow Knight, and if you haven't played Hollow Knight, it's like $15, I think. Oh no, I have the euro here, but Hollow Knight is a Metroidvania with the aspect, well, stuff of Souls-like. The game can be very tough at times, like you're in the developer's narrative, which is why after you beat the game, spoilers, I don't know if this is really spoilers, but just in case, you unlock a difficulty where if you die, you lose your save. It's permadeath. Now, Hollow Knight has a big map, which will really be hard to remember the path of where you're at, where you're standing. So it's a good thing that developers have stuff like charms in there. Yeah, no, well, this well technically I am because there's a little charm you can buy, which really should be useful, that pinpoints your location on the map, which I very much use. And if there's a boss that I know the way of, I just swap that charm for a good one against fighting, and then boom. Now, throughout the map, you'll encounter different enemies you'll have to destroy/kill with your nail. Yes, the sword is called a nail. It's not a sword, it's a nail. Don't ask questions. Now, in this map, there's going to be different secret areas. You'll have to break down walls with your nail to unlock secret paths. And sometimes you might see a little jar with a larva on it. Well, those are grubs. Grubs are basically little goobers, little things that basically, if you go back to a certain area in the map, in the first area, then you'll get raining down a few coins and sometimes even charm or yeah, charm and an upgrade for your nail actually. Now, there might be a cliff that's too high for you to jump, or maybe a ledge that you can't wall jump. Well, that's where the exploration comes into play. In these, while you're exploring, you might find something that can be useful, like for example, a wall jump that can help. Yeah, that can help you just, you know, wall jump. It's literally there. Or an ability that when you hold a certain button for a certain amount of time and let go of that button, it will send you shooting through the map. Now, when you damage an enemy with your nail, you'll gain something called Soul. That, when pressing the A button, will let you heal yourself, but that'll take away Soul. Soul can be also used with spells that, that can help you damage enemies, such as the Vengeful Spirit, or a, a Ground Pound that can also show a surface that is shaky but can't crumble down. There's Yeah, there's many different bosses in Hollow Knight. There's like 46, I think. 46? Around that, I think. And with these bosses, you'll you'll have to defeat them like, a regular boss. During the where am I going with this? It's just a boss fight. Of course you're gonna have to defeat him. Of course you're gonna have to hit him with your nail. Of course. Now, while you're exploring, you also find shops. A dude who's like, yo, give me some geo, which is the currency of the game, and I'll give you a map that you can fill out yourself. And you also find shops that can give you charms. Charms are basically abilities that can give you, well, an advantage in the fights. Like for example, uh, want your you want your range for your nail to be longer? Use long nail. You want to get some extra soul when you get hurt? Use grub song. Each charm will cost you a few notches. You can obtain notches by exploring the map or buying them from the charm shop, which you'll need to get at least double jump or wall jump. Because those ways, they're the only ways I'm gonna tell you that. You can explore different areas, you can explore sewers, you can explore caves, you can even explore a wilderness. While you can find Hornet, the protagonist of Hollow Knight Silksong. The game also features a very good and a very neat soundtrack, which is really good and neat and really awesome and fire and whatever else you want to call it. Around the map, you'll find benches. Make sure to sit on them because just in case if you die, you'll respawn in the latest bench you sat on. You can also sit on a bench to try to change your charms and find out which strategy is the best. Maybe you just want to focus on dealing damage, or maybe on about gaining soul. It's really up to you which you prefer. Now, after you beat the game, it's not the end there. You can go back to that save, and spoiler, there's DLC that you can do. Such as, for example, the Godmaster DLC. All of the DLC are free updates, so you already have them inside the game the moment you enter. But you'll have to beat the game just to have access to them. What you also get for being the game is the Steel Soul mode. Steel Soul is basically like regular Hollow Knight, but harder. In Steel Soul mode, if you die, there's no going back to the bench. You'll you'll just be sent back to menu, and it's basically permadeath. Let's be honest here. Now, on top of all that, on top of what I said, this game is absolutely good. It's worth the game. It's worth everything. I haven't even beat the secret boss yet, and I already know that if I'm forced to do Path of Pain, it's going to be really, really hard. I'm already trying to beat the secret boss as we speak. Well, probably, I don't know if by the moment I'm done with this, I'll continue back to trying to beat that. But the game is definitely worth your money. It's definitely worth it. And even if you've beaten the game, you can mod it. Yes, you can mod it. You can do stuff like give yourself skins with custom night. Maybe play multiplayer with the Hollow Knight multiplayer mod. Or, if it's your first time, there's an easy mode mod just for you, you little beginner. Now, is this the end of the review? No, because I still have to give a score. And this score from Boy Reviews will be from a 1 to a 10. And it also counts decimals. Now, even though it was hard for me, which makes sense, I'm still really bad at stuff. But this game isn't really perfect, you know. It's it's still hard, yeah, but there's some moments where you feel like that hit should have counted instead of you getting damaged. Or you just, you know, die when you probably had 3 HP instead of 2 because that enemy had double damage. So, in boy reviews, what is the score for Hollow Knight? Well, this game gets a whopping 9 out of 10 from boy reviews. This is the first ever review, yet this game gets all the praise it deserves. Now, there's a lot of other games out there, so why don't you play them yourself? They even tell me to review them. I'll probably do a review on Silksong, and I'll probably do a review on other games I have in my library. So, have fun now. Play Hollow Knight Silksong, or maybe even Hollow Knight, because I well know that with my schedule, the game is probably going to Silksong is going to be out uh when this video is live. So please, for the life of me, play Hollow Knight, play Silksong, have fun with it, have fun modding it. Please, you'll thank me later, dude. This game's good. But not stalling. Please, if you like my content, check out my gaming videos because I also do gaming stuff, not just reviews. This is like an experimental thing. Yet, I'll see you all in the next gaming video, in the next review video. I'll see you guys next time.